What is up, my broskies? It's me, Lupus, aka Noah, and today we have another video talking about the upcoming Call of Duty Ghost. And unlike the last video, I'm not going to be talking about my personal opinions and my thoughts on the game. We are going to be looking at facts, theories, and conspeculations on the game to decide what may or may not be in the game. Now, I have seen a lot of people talk about the information, such as Ali A, who is supposedly the #1 Call of Duty source, but he has not really talked about other people. And he hasn't even looked at what other people have thought. All he does is he makes up his own thing and he makes his own theories. That's good and all. I have my own theories, but he does need to incorporate other people's theories because there are people who could be correct. So, let's go ahead and get started. If we look at it, the developers of the game, or the executive producer, Mark Rubin, has stated that everyone was expecting them to make Modern Warfare 4, which would have been the safe thing to do, but they are not resting on their laurels. And basically what that means is they are not going to take the easy route. They want to make something new and innovative and completely different from they have ever done in the past, which was kind of like what Black Ops 2 ended up doing. But this seems to be taking a little bit of a different turn, which is very interesting, which we will get into that part in a little bit. He also has said, "We saw the console transition as a perfect opportunity to start a new chapter for the Call of Duty franchise. So we're building up a sub-brand, a new engine, and a lot of ideas and experiences for our players. We can't wait to share them with our community." Now, what does it mean by a new sub-brand? That basically means a new series, a new way they're taking it. They're not doing Black Ops anymore, or it's not going to be following Black Ops, it's not going to be following Modern Warfare, and it's not going to be anything like that. It's going to be something new, and I'm very interested to see what it is. And then the new game engine, that is, of course, everybody's most the thing that catches everybody's eye, because we have been asking for a new game engine for Call of Duty since Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4, and they have not given us one. They just reskin it and give it out to us again, hoping that people will like it. And it worked for the past couple years, up until Modern Warfare 4. Then their sales began to drop. The last time they broke records was in Black Ops 1. Modern Warfare 3 did not break that record, and Black Ops 2 did not break that record. So hopefully they are hoping that they can do it this time. And a lot of people are hoping that the next generation console technology will be an opportune moment for them, and I guess it could be if they take it in the right direction. Hopefully this game engine is not a failure, and it literally takes all these animations and extra stuff that they are hoping to add and puts them into the game. Now, some other really cool things about the multiplayer is that Infinity Ward has gotten rid of the spawn countdowns, and they have added something called dynamic spawning. And this is very similar to Medal of Honor Warfighter. Whenever you get a kill streak, you can call in a transport helicopter, and your teammates and as well as yourself could spawn on the helicopter, and you would come down on a rope. And that is very similar to what they're doing. One of the mechanics that they are hoping to do is you rappelling down from a helicopter in your respective spawn point, just like Medal of Honor did. But that is not all they're going to be doing. They're hoping to do some other ones as well, which will, add more interest, and it'll keep things interesting, and it would add an element of interactivity to the boring process of death. And that seems like it's going to be a swell addition to the multiplayer portion of the game, and I'm definitely looking forward to it extremely. So, and moving on from the multiplayer and all that, they are adding more animations besides that, and such as sliding and leaning, and hopefully they add a crawling effect that is more realistic, such as Battlefield. And it seems like they're taking a lot of initiative, and they are taking a lot of they are learning from what Battlefield has done, because it seems they are adding more animations. They are trying to make it a little bit more realistic, which I personally like. Some people are thinking, oh look, they're copying Battlefield, but hey, that's not a bad thing. That is not a bad thing at all. Battlefield knew what they were doing, and they were way ahead of their time, so if they copy them, that is a good thing. For all of you Call of Duty players who think that's a bad thing, that is a good thing. Trust me. Take it from a Battlefield player that is going to take Call of Duty in another step, which is going to be amazing. But if we talk about the multiplayer now, or the single player rather, we can look at it, and apparently it is going to be set in the future, but it will be using current generation weapons. So it's kind of contradicting what Black Ops 2 is saying. But it is going to be a story that has never been done by Call of Duty before, and it is very interesting. They have said that it is going to revolve around an overthrown government where you play as resistant fighters attempting to regain control, but they aren't really sure if this is a result of a tyrannical government, a coup d'etat, or an invasion. because they have been very vague on what they have released, and we don't really know at this point. But I think it's either going to be the government has become corrupt and the ghosts are trying to set things straight and get everything back to normal, or there has been a group who has overthrown the government and they are trying to get them out of there to put our government back in there. You know, I think it's going to be either one of those two, which is really interesting, and it is definitely something that I've never seen done before in this sort of way. So that is going to be pretty interesting, and it is going to be extremely different. And we don't really know why they are going to be using older weapons, because they say that it's just going to be facilitated through the game's storyline in some way, which is very vague since we don't know anything about it because they haven't released any trailers. But on the release on the Xbox on May 21st or 20th, I can't remember the date, but that is when they are going to release the trailer, and that is when we will see gameplay and we will learn what it is about. But that is all the news that I have for this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to smack that like button, give that subscribe button just a little bit of loving, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for our next video, and peace.